Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I finally ordered my first HelloFresh box. This is not my first time trying HelloFresh, but this is my first time ordering my own box. And I just wanted to kind of do a what I eat in a week HelloFresh edition. So if you guys want to see what I got in my box this week, just keep on watching. So, first off, we have the white cheddar Wonder Burgers, and it's really crazy because I was craving a burger. So, once I saw that this came in my box, I was super excited. So, what we have here is the instructions and the ingredient sheet. You actually get one of these with every HelloFresh meal that you get, and it basically just walks you through how to prep the ingredients and the steps to take to cook your delicious meal. So, first, we're going to start off with ground beef. And it comes individually packaged, so everything stays extremely fresh. And then we have the bag that has the rest of the ingredients in it, and as you can see, it says white cheddar Wonder Burger, so I know that this bag goes with the ground beef. And then opening it up, the very first thing that we have is some Old Bay seasoning, mayonnaise, mustard, some ketchup, the hamburger buns, an onion, and then some baby potatoes, which we are going to turn into fries. So the first thing I started by doing is turning my oven on, and I turned it up all the way to 425. Now, even though everything comes to you pretty fresh, I still decide to go ahead and wash my vegetables. So I wash the potatoes, I give them a nice little gentle scrub just to kind of get off any dirt or anything that may still be on the potatoes before I begin to chop them and prepare them for the oven. And I'm not really sure why I chopped this first one like that, but I did. But as you'll see in just a second, I'll get it together. But basically what you want to do here is you want to chop the potato in half and then flip it and then chop it in half again. So it kind of gives you like some potato wedges basically. And so this is the correct way to do it. I will link my knife set in the description box. I got it from Amazon. I absolutely love it. I've had it for roughly about a year now, and it's still in great condition. It's still very sharp. I haven't even had to use a sharpener. But anyway, back to potatoes. Chop them in half and then chop them in half again, and it's going to give you like a nice little potato wedge. And you want to do this to all of your potatoes to prep them for the oven. Oh, one got away. So now that I have all the potatoes chopped up or wedged up, I'm gonna go ahead and peel and chop up an onion. We're gonna use the onions and make like a glaze for our burger. So that's just what I'm doing here. I'm just chopping them any old way. It doesn't really matter, but you guys can chop them however you like to chop them. Still working with that same knife, just getting some thin little onion slivers to prepare for the stove. The next thing I'm going to do is transfer all of the potato wedges onto like a baking sheet. I'm going to spread them out just a little bit because I'm going to drizzle them with like some olive and avocado oil mix, the Old Bay seasoning that they provided for me. And I'm just going to go in and sprinkle that over all of them. And then I'm going to mix it all up just so that the seasoning gets covered on the potatoes. And then I like to do my own thing. You know how I like to do. I like to add my own seasoning. So I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, and then I'm going to also add a little bit of parsley flakes as well. Next step is the oven, which we should have already had preheated to 425. Everything should be looking like this, well seasoned. And then we're going to start working on the onions. So we're going to add onions to the skillet with a little bit of that oil that we used also on the potatoes. And then we're also going to add a little sugar to the onions to give it like a caramelized taste. While those cook, we're going to grab one of these little sauce bowls that I grabbed from the Dollar Tree 4-pack for $1.25. We're going to add ketchup, mustard, and we're also going to add mayonnaise. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the secret sauce that they use at In-N-Out Burger. I don't know. I'm not really a fan, but I think this is it. After we give this a good mix, it should look a little something like this. And then we're going to go back and check on the onions. Now, remember to turn your eye down, y'all. I forgot to turn mine down, and you see my onions burned a little bit, but it's fine. It still tasted great. we're gonna go ahead and start on the ground beef mixture for the actual hamburger part. Again, here I brought my own seasonings to the party. I'm going to be using a couple different ones, but my favorites. This Head and Country seasoning, my favorite. I talk about it all the time. I have this Grill Mates hamburger seasoning that I love. Onion powder, garlic powder, and then also I'm going to mix everything together and prepare to make the actual patties. This recipe was for 2 servings for 2 people. So I was gonna have one then and then have one a little bit later. That's why I just made 2 fairly big patties. But if you want to, you can make sliders. Like if you're just making this at home, you're just going to the grocery store and grabbing your own ingredients. You can make little sliders. You can make it however you want to for however many people. Using that same pan, I'm gonna go ahead and put the patties in, and I'm gonna let them cook thoroughly. I like my burgers well done, but however you like to cook your burgers, feel free to do it that way. And I'm gonna let them cook for I guess 7 minutes on each side. By this time the potatoes should be done. They should be golden brown, ready to be pulled out of the oven. So what we're gonna do is prepare to toast our buns. I like to go in with some garlic butter. I make my own garlic butter because Kerrygold is so expensive. But I go in with some garlic butter. I put it in the skillet and let it melt really good. And then I take the buns that HelloFresh provided to me and I stick them on top of the butter and let them get a little toasty. The very last step is to go in with the mozzarella cheese that they provided and just stick it on top of the burger while the eye is still on and cover it with the top to a pan or something like that to help the cheese melt. And once your bread is toasted, you can just go ahead and start plating everything, putting everything together. So you see I have my patty with my cheese. I'm gonna put on some onions. And then if you want to, you can add your sauce to your burger. If you want to add other toppings, you can. You can really make it your own. And that's what I actually really love about HelloFresh, because they kind of give you a base and it's always so good. But you can always make it your own, dress it up, add things, remove things at your own discretion. While I'm plating everything up, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about HelloFresh. If you're watching this video, I'm gonna assume that you know what HelloFresh is, but if you don't, HelloFresh's mission is to basically change the way people eat forever. They provide budget-friendly, fresh, delicious, and sustainable meals right to your doorstep. And I really wanted to try HelloFresh simply because I was kind of tired of eating the same things and I wanted to try something new, and so many people brag about how good their meals are every single time. Although this video is not sponsored by HelloFresh, they gave me a code to give away 4 free boxes of HelloFresh, so I will leave that code in the description box. If you do nothing else, at least just check them out one time, and I promise you, you will be super, super, super impressed. And this meal shown here was completely no different. It was a different twist on a burger that I usually make at home, so I was super impressed. They literally have not let me down yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you tried this out, please let me know what you think. I will see you guys in my next one.